breaking down Rory Mcilroy's golf swing and helping you to improve your body and your swing with help from the best driver in the game. So looking at Rory's hip action, specifically how he uses the ground and how he moves his body to create huge speed and maximum efficiency when hitting the driver. Does he sway? No. He does not, but he does have a little move into the trail side. Now this is the ground reaction forces, the counter forces that people talk about. So, as you would do with any movement, if we want to create maximum force in this direction, we must move from the opposing direction. Just like jumping vertically. If we do not move down first, we really have very little to work with. But if we create that counter reaction of moving our body weight down, and then compressing up, all of our weight compresses against the ground, allows us to develop that energy potential and move us up. That's exactly what Rory does in his swing. You can see when he first moves off the ball, there's a little bump into that right leg. That is key in engaging the ground, creating torque, and also firing up the big muscles in the trail leg, the quads, the glutes, and how we work against the ground to maximize how well we can stabilize the swing, but also push to create maximum efficiency in the opposing direction. Now this requires mobility, it requires strength, and it requires the rotational pattern to get the club where you need to be. Because if we do go too far, that is what we class as a sway. Okay, very simply is when the hip goes out of the base of support. So if we move into our trail leg and that hip starts to go outside of your trail foot, then we're in all kinds of trouble. Okay, it's gonna be very hard to be consistent and you're not even gonna create speed anyway. But if we can get that initial move into the trail side where we feel that leg really engage, maintain just enough knee flex, and then start to rotate to the top, we can then change direction with maximal power, hips first, sequence on point, and then release to the target. You can see from Rory's swing right there, that is what you want to do. Now, we can look at your golf swing, but we can also look at your body. And here we have 3 exercises that are going to help you dramatically improve how you use the ground, how you load the hips, and how you can swing more like Rory. Exercise 1, lateral bounds. This is the perfect way to practice and train this movement as well as develop your body, and you can do it anywhere, anytime. Zero equipment, a great warm-up too. So here we are going to actively and dynamically use our body weight against the ground and engage the feet all the way through the lower system to really change direction and build up our ability to use these counter reaction forces. So start small and focus on stability and balance. We literally take that step to the side, we're going to rotate into the leg that is against the ground, then change direction, okay? When you first start doing this, feel rotation at the hip, feel how your upper body applies force to the foot and to the ground, and then feel how you push against the ground to go in the opposing direction. We are going to work both sides of the body here. That is going to build up durability and balance throughout the system, and it's going to help you clear your hips on the way through as well. This is excellent for any level of golfer, and when we put this into your swing, we're going to drastically improve your leg action. Exercise 2, we can use cables or bands, and here we use that resistance, that weight, to improve our awareness of how to create force from that trail foot up and across the whole system. This is a dynamic step to release, and we're going to start with our feet together. We step out into our golf posture, and then using the legs first, we are going to fire up through the system and create all of that distance away from the weight. This is using your swing mechanics, so we want to feel as though the legs work first. We push out of the ground, the hips fire, we transfer through the core, and then the hands really reach that peak speed element. Okay, so focus in on your mechanics. Again, we're going to work both sides of the body for a well-rounded workout and for symmetry throughout your system. And really, we want to be a mid-weight that we can move pretty fast. Okay, so it's all about form and precision here. Make sure you get into your golf posture, feel that you push out of the ground and rotate the hips first, and then transfer it through to the hands where you can then move that weight. Again, an incredible way to practice your golf swing with the exact sequencing that you need to really apply this to the ball, hit it further, and hit it more consistently. Level 3 takes us to the kettlebell. This is one of our favorite movements. It's one of our most challenging movements, but if you did step 1 and step 2, you can definitely get ready and go into step 3. This is a step to rotational swing. It's similar to the first 2 movements, and essentially we take those, combine them, add weight, and then make almost the perfect exercise to build this into your golf swing. So here we're going to start together and we're going to step back into that loading phase. All right, so this is just like we did with the lateral bounce. We're moving back into that trail leg. As you do so, we're going to rotate the torso and load that trail hip. This is the absolute key to this movement, all right? So make sure you get this right. Keep a little bit of flex in that trail knee, load the hip, load the big muscles, and then we change direction, okay? This is the pattern that you need in your golf swing. And when you push first, rotate the hip second, and then transfer through the upper body, you'll have that kettlebell flying through impact. Okay, so do this with precision. Do this at a lightweight to start out. You're going to step into that movement, fire the hips to the target in your golf posture, and really hitting all of the sequencing elements that we need to really fire up your golf swing. Again, work both sides. We're going to say that every single time because golfers do not take that into consideration often enough. If you do so, you'll be able to decelerate better on your non-swinging side, and that means your body will allow more acceleration with less effort. Okay, so basically when the body knows it can handle the stress that you are asking it to, it can then free up performance. Instead of being tight and really holding down the body, we get all of those cylinders pumping up your golf swing and getting you moving it the way that you want to. So this is a step to rotational swing. Load in, work with the weight, work against the ground, and then turn your hips and fire with everything that you have to swing it more like Rory. These are 3 excellent exercises to use to improve your body for your golf swing. Other factors to consider. Number 1, strength and stability. Okay, so yes, we want you to work the golf swing. We want to create more speed through the hips, and we want to be able to take it to the course. But you need the overall fitness, strength, and stability to do this well over time, avoid injury, and actually see performance gains, right? So that's where a well-rounded program comes into it, and that's why you need the Driven app, okay? Next, in terms of taking this to the course and into your swing, you need to be able to load into that trail side. So using different elements, different drills that get you into that loaded position are going to be incredibly important. My favorite drill is the backswing loading drill. You can see we have a club here down on the ground. You can use a ball in line with your trail foot, but basically we need to show ourselves that we can turn to this level. Okay, so if you get that full shoulder turn, you can see how the shafts are aligned. We have made that position our own. Okay, so we have an alignment inside the trail foot or on the trail foot if you have a ball. From here, we're going to focus on exactly what we've just been working on. Loading the big muscles and that trail hip, and then getting a full turn to the top, all right? So as soon as you move off, make sure we pressure the ground like we have done in all of those exercises. As you swing through, get your left shoulder in line with that alignment aid on the ground. Here, you know you've made a full turn, you know you're fully loaded, and from there, that is a checkpoint so that when you do get to hitting balls and getting to practice your swing, you get that left shoulder all the way back, you fully load the trail side, this is your checkpoint, and then you turn as hard as you want to towards the target, all right? It's going to make it super simple to put your swing on the course with excellent performance and shoot some great scores, guys, all right? So this was breaking down Rory's hip action, all right? We kept it simple. We gave you the 3 steps to work on your body so that you can really take this into your game. Lateral bounce, dynamic step to release, and the step to rotational swing. Start with the bounce, work up to the cables, and then go get that kettlebell, guys, all right? If you want the best workouts in golf, head on over right now and get your 7-day free trial to the Driven Golf and Fitness app. You will have the perfect program for your body and game in less than 1 minute. And we appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. Make sure you hit like, hit subscribe, and then golf strong.